I was just in my bed and I shot up and I said to myself, today's the day. This is the day. We're going to do a 7-day run of focusing on our emotions, our feelings, and thoughts. So the main focal point of this is going to be a journal entry, right? Video entry. And we are going to focus on regulating our emotions, thoughts, and feelings. All right? So here is to day 1 out of 7. So I know y'all haven't seen me in a minute, right? I haven't posted in some time. That's because I've been working. I've been working in and working out some things. And I'm not one that is going to just have my camera or my phone on standby and be monitoring me all the goddamn times of the day. Like, hey, right? I love to do things organically, spontaneously, not, Anyway, y'all understand that. But regulating our emotions, thoughts, and feelings. So we need to be vulnerable. I need to be vulnerable. We need to be vulnerable together so we can heal, so we can grow, so we can expand. Now, let's start off with this. Let's start off by saying that I love myself, I respect myself, and I value myself. Maybe one would say a little too much, sure, but that's the foundation. So the love, respect, admiration, value, consideration, all of that is there. Now, let's go back to little JB. Little JB is used to being by himself, being alone, right? When you're young, you don't really understand the difference between being lonely versus alone, right? You just either playing by yourself or you with people. You with a team, you with cousins, you family function, birthday, a party, something like that. Like, that's all you know. I'm either around people or I'm not. So most of the time I was by myself. And that does a lot to your psyche, because then you have to overcompensate and, use your imagination to enjoy your own company. And when you don't know how to regulate that, or you don't know how to name that, it becomes an anchor on your heart. And there's no excuses, right? But I'm just giving y'all a timeline, keep up to speed. And so with that, I've learned how to be alone. I've learned, even when I wanted to be around people, I wanted to enjoy other people's presence. I wanted to go out. I wanted to do this, that, and the third. Like, they wasn't around. It wasn't around. Like my dad always told me, man, if you wait around for your friends, if you wait around for them to do what you want to do, you're going to be waiting forever. Or it could be something that y'all both want to do. They could have brought the idea and you want to tag along. Or if you wait around on them, you'll be waiting for a lifetime. So I really took that into account moving through life as a young man. So now, to present date, right? I have been cleansing energies from around me, on me. I've been cleansing, all right? And vulnerability is power, JB. Y'all, vulnerability is power. And, as of yesterday, it was a situation that had to be addressed, and a tough situation had to be made. And this was a situation that means a lot to me, still does, and it will, right? But that chapter, that cycle had to really be shut off. And even though it happened yesterday, or really today, because it's 1:20 a.m., even though it happened today, it's been something that has been just like carried on the back of my goddamn satchel, and I have to just, walk around with it, and that's okay, right? I'm doing my best not to speak in circles, because I have a tendency to do that sometimes. But being concise and being direct is very important, that you cleanse and regulate where you are, what you consume, who you're around, and why are you around them, right? And bringing back up little JB to now, you can do the same thing at home, right? Think about your parents, your guardians, cousins, how they used to treat you, what they used to say to you, and how you used to react and respond, right? Did they antagonize you? Because I'm getting into, psychological attachment styles, which kind of, it morphs you into the woman or man that you are today, right? When we least dissect. But think about that. Think about what type of response, what type of triggers that affected you as a kid, and think about what affects you now. Are you quick to just get up and run away when things get tough, uncomfortable, things get hot? That was me. That was damn sure me. It's not no more. Honesty is power. Truth is power. That's always been me, right? Nobility is power. Integrity. And in the past, I lost sight of the honesty. And that's just me talking, right? I lost sight of that. In regulating our emotions, we got to understand where we are. So there is you being avoidant or you being anxious. And then there's different, if you're fearful, avoidant, or guilty, you feel that guilt, factor in your heart. You did it. You're the protagonist, but you feel guilty about doing what you did, And then anxious is just, you are very, the word that comes to mind is lenient, but the anxious person is very leaning. The anxious person always leans into hear, to see, to hug, to kiss, to comfort, right? That's what the anxious attachment style does. And so I'm saying this because the regulation of our emotions is very vital to become secure, to learn, to grow. You watching right now need to cleanse. You need to cleanse people, places, circumstances, and cycles that have been just placed on you over and over again. And I was having a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago, and they mentioned that that's in the past. I'm not agreeing to that no more. And they meant it. Oh, I don't agree to that. That's in the past. That's trauma. That's in the past. I don't agree to that. And not like get it off me, but almost as if it's like love, right? You'll never, depending on the situation, right? Even if it's hurtful, even if it's painful, you'll never love the person that you once loved immensely less. You'll never love them less. Because why? You loved them. It's simple, right? You loved them. So you're not going to love them no less just because time is doing its thing. Y'all were 20 when y'all met, and now y'all both 30. Like, y'all just not communicating. Y'all just not speaking. So it's mostly about how you respond to that feeling arising, how you respond to that emotion stepping plate. You see what I'm saying? When that emotion steps on the plate, you can choose to eat it. You ain't gotta swallow it. You can spit it out. Don't gotta be nasty. You can spit it out. You can chew on a little bit just to get the taste in your mouth, like a peppermint, like some gum, right? Put it to the side. Black folks, we used to have sucking saves in church. Get your little peppermint, get your little strawberry candy, suck it, save it. About to get your communion, about to get the body of Christ. And then once you get back to the pew, put the peppermint, strawberry candy in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Suck and save. So I am relinquishing this. I'm inviting y'all to heal, man. I just tweeted 10 minutes ago. We are healing. If y'all not looking around, bro, people is healing. We are healing, you are healing, I'm healing. And then once you get to that place, we are healed. I'm healed. You're healed. I'm not agreeing to that no more. And it took me such a very long time to even get here. So I thought. Right? But I'm growing. And I'm loving the way that I'm growing. And of course, there's been things that I could have made simpler. But I don't beat myself over the head like I used to anymore about those situations. Even friendships, relationships, like, God damn it, JB, fuck. I was mostly the one, maybe guilty, right? But I was mostly the one that sabotaged a lot of them. Well, maybe I sabotaged. Well, let's just keep it. Let's keep it there. Yeah, sabotage, right? We don't gotta sugarcoat nothing. We don't gotta sugarcoat shit. What happened is what happened. What didn't is what didn't. What's meant is what's meant. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. I don't agree to that no more. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. Because we can't ask for deep conversations, but also then not want to open up on a deeper level. We can't ask and yearn for a long-lasting, trusting relationship or friendship, and we don't even trust. We don't even trust people. We don't even trust people. And I've had a very difficult issue with that over the years. And last thing I'm going to say, right? Last thing I'm going to say. Because me making this, for me, is helping the world. Is healing the world, right? All right. So me making this to myself, putting it on YouTube for everybody to see, is healing the world, healing you at home. I understand that I am used to getting up and going because of how much I'm used to having no boundaries, having the utmost amount of freedom, the utmost amount of just spontaneity, right? Little to no boundaries is what I'm used to as a kid, is what I'm used to having, right? Shout out to my parents though, right? You know what I'm saying? Definitely implementing great guidelines and foundation off top, but go deeper. Once we get older, we go deeper, not wider. And so I have a avoidant attachment style. And I'm not okay with that. I haven't been okay with that. But now is really when I've been purposefully, intentionally changing that, transforming that. Real shit. Real shit. And that took me a lot to say, but I'm glad I said it. I need to say it. I feel more strong, right? I feel more invigorated. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is something very valuable that y'all can take, right? Whether you write it down in your journal, in your diary, or you make a video at home and you don't even got to post it. You just make it and keep it for yourself. It's very important to know these things, know what they are, and understand that if you connect with other avoidant, if you are an avoidant, if you connect with other avoidant, guilty, fearful individuals, that's going to be a very vicious cycle. But if you are anxious, maybe like depressed, anxious, and you connect with somebody who is also anxious, that's going to be in a very vicious cycle, as well as anxious to avoidant and avoidant to, right? It's going to be a very, very, very vicious cycle. And guess what? Y'all could be both very great people, but the cycle is not great. So y'all can't really flourish. Understand that you are not your thoughts, but you must validate and reign supreme your intuition. Your intuition is your ultimate umbilical cord to the universe, to source, to God. Your intuition is, and it'll never lie to you. If it's something else besides your intuition, it's what you have been connected to. You can't get connected to your intuition because it's always in you. It's always there. It's innate. It's always been there, always will be. So, I know this helps somebody out there in the world. Thank y'all for listening. Oh, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all very much. Seriously. That really just made my heart very full. I shot it real quick in my bed. I said, oh yeah, we doing this right now. We're not wasting no time. We're not wasting no time. No time to waste, man. 2025. So thank y'all again for listening. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on day 2. Keep bettering your life, bettering your mental. Know how to communicate and articulate what you think, see, and feel of the world, as well as be able to comprehend and apply what you think, see, and feel of the world. It's your boy JB, man. I'm gone. See you on day 2.